Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another WARNO match. On the right, we got myself as Sud in the blue. And on the left, we got 82nd Airborne as the famous Tanner. He's a SC2 veteran, a WARNO veteran, and a really, really good player. And this game is wacky as hell, and you're going to see why. I'm going to open up with two AMXs going on the southern front with a VLRA AA piece with a BGS. Similarly, another VLRA 20 mil going over here as well with the Green Beret and a Fallschirmjäger. Over here, we got two Fallschirmjäger, one Green Beret, and the VLRA going in for center with two AMX 10s with the VLRA between the 2 points on the north, Foxtrot and Echo, and CV, and the Green Beret going in the north. Over here, though, we see a very light deployment in center and south, and a very heavy deployment in the north. In the south, just one CV and one Airborne Dragon for the whole position. Over here, we see a little bit more Airborne Dragon, Airborne Dragon, Airborne Dragon, and Toad 2, another Avenger in the far north, and a CV, and just a whole bunch more Airborne Dragon and Airborne. So, and one Tow as well, actually, which is kind of interesting. Anyway, let's kick this game off here. My strategy, pretty simple. I'm going to push pretty heavily for these two objectives, and if somebody does push in this location, to counterattack slowly and bomb the hell out of them because they're kind of in a tight corridor. And if I turn over this edge, it's really hard for missiles to keep line of sight when the plane is like this, so they have very little time to fire off rounds. At least that was the plan, at least, though he never survives contact with the enemy, right? First tick, I am thinking about buying Rolands here at this point, just to make sure I have total air superiority, but I get forced not to based off how the first engagements go. And he has nothing going down here. So I've invested a lot of AMXs for nothing. And I gotta be careful, Airborne Dragon. They one snipe my AMXs. We only have 30 armor. Get a little bit of engagement here going on. First action of the game. And we're gonna see a little bit of action here. I do snipe one of his Airborne there with the Green Beret. He unloads the rest. Do kill the transports. We're going to trade positive so far, but I really only got one Green Beret, which is a 6-man squad. I can't even beat one of these in a 1v1. Nonetheless, 4 of them. He's got a lot of forces here. Get that early cap on center position. Airborne Dragon fire around. Get a killing kill in the transport. I'm going to back off the AMXs. And we're going to buy a bomber first tick. And we're probably going to buy some reinforcements for the far north as well. He gets a CV into the zone. I got nothing there. He's just going to move up. I'm going to run this CV away. I'm going to run this CV over to this position. You can see this Airborne Dragon are just ripping this Green Beret out in the open. A new one. I buy a bomber that'll come in and help out. Altitude 104, 145 points. Get a bomb off. LGB coming in from him, though. Going after my Fallschirmjäger. Kill that guy. Gets a clean hit on my guy. Try to get out in time, but way too slow. Instant death. I have nothing to counter that. And we're about to get a lot of income back from all the transports. He will as well. And he's got nothing here, though I don't know this. I have no idea how many forces are really up here compared to him. So I'm a little cautious to move up my AMXs. I'm going to move up the BGS first. There's a good chance he's got Dragon teams in here. Keep a Dragon here to guard the rear. I'm just going to stay slow and steady here and counterattack slowly. We got some Airborne, sorry, my Jaeger coming in here, Recon Jaeger, and a Pioneer Flame Troops to come and help out in the north. Got that cap in. He's down +2 on me. Nothing too crazy. I'm moving up our Fallschirmjäger here into this building. See him buying some Humvees, more Airborne Dragon. What I really should have done is flown AMXs around the rear, but you know, really, you can't really know. Like, most players don't have such a thin line. Usually there's something here to snipe out any transports or any like squads trying to go in the rear. A little bit of an operational pause here as things get going. He's got Avengers here moving up, using their 50 cals on me. I think it's 50 cal. Some type of big freaking machine gun. It's a heavy machine gun, yeah. So I think it's 50 cal. So where is it located on the vehicle? Oh, it's right there. This thing looks like a sci-fi vehicle. He moves over the edge here, trying to chase down my Airborne, but he doesn't know that I have AMXs waiting for him right at the moment, and he does get some Dragon round off. I do retreat off, get the nice shot, kill 2 Avengers there, making me go positive. Bomber comes in and make a big mistake. He stops moving his unit. It derps out the bombs that were predicting he was going to be here when it hits. So it hits nothing. You got to watch out for that. You got to make sure you only bomb the units that are kind of stationary. I got my first forces here now to help out with recon coming here. He's got a lot of forces in here. We got an airborne dragon, 2 more airborne with a CV, and an airborne dragon up here, and another airborne dragon over down on this position, looking down into the rear. Get some shots off on him. I gotta be really careful. Do not want to lose his AMXs here. Put some rounds down. And then I'm gonna retreat back into cover. Missile derps out. He's got a Humvee still over here. We got some more Carl G's coming up here. Help out, fight this location. I'm going to counterattack in this area now. These airborne are taking a pounding from the VLRA. Starting a fire. Get stunned. I'm going to move these AMXs over. We got a bomber coming in. I was going to go for this airborne dragon. He's not moving it this time. Takes the pounding, goes down. Those airborne dragon aren't cheap. We're talking about 80 points a pop. FLGB coming in here, going for the green beret. 60 points a pop. Clean kill. It's a little bit frustrated right now at this point. It's like, man, I gotta get some AA up. I brought another Carl G here. AMX engaging the dragon. I'm gonna immediately back off this engagement. Don't want to take it. Not interested. Over here, this airborne, though, getting annihilated by the AMXs. LAV coming over here, looking to do some damage. Unload these Carl Gs. Get a little bit of an action here now. Submachine gun just out of range. But Carl are coming up to help out. Moving forces in here. I'm making miss micro here. I'm going to get them in all these buildings. But between all these guys and the rear being attacked, starting to probe into the zone. By a CV in a second, coming up. And we're seeing an enemy CV coming in from our rear here. Trying to get into our rear lines. I got Roland's coming up to deal with the F-16s. Move my CV here. He gets CV in the zone. Moving my AMXs up. And now I'm finally spreading these guys out into better positions here. We're getting a nice engagement against the airborne. F-104 coming in here, getting this airborne dragon. Looking down this way. Nice shot. But unfortunately, bombs don't get the full kill, but does do a lot of damage. We're seeing huge amount of airborne dragons coming in. See another F-16 LGB going in for the CV kill. Sadly, he got a line of sight here of the dragon. I didn't position this thing properly. Should have been like right here. It's a nice clean kill there. LGB coming in here, going in for the 2-squad, dragon and airborne in here. It's a clean kill, goes back out, goes in with that 16 to go get the kill on me. It's a nice hit. It looks like it. Yeah, it does shoot me down. LGB comes in, gets another dragon. Man, that's a lot of points going down. CV though is about to get sniped by a dragon team, or sorry, an airborne team that went around the side here. F-16 LGB just flying around into rear. Get a nice hit there. I'm out of town though. And he's waiting for the proper opportunity to do something about this back point. He's got 8 minutes on the clock. He's got the advantage. I got a CV coming here. LGB looking for a target here. Gets it on the Carl G. A little bit frustrated here. I do lose my CV to this airborne, which is a big loss. And all of a sudden I see a unit coming flying in here. I wasn't ready for this. We hit the LGB instead of aiming at the Blackhawk, which I didn't know this was even happening at this point. I do get a hit, a miss, so again, firing at the wrong target here. 16. And not at the... And then I was like, oh man, we gotta get this hit. But no, he does get the land off. I buy a Gazelle Ho-2 to just spot the airborne for the bombers so I can kill them. Bring another CV here, bring another CV in this location as well. And we got 4 minutes on the clock here. And he's going to get another CV into this zone, decapping that. And we're looking really dicey right now. This is not looking good. We kicked him out of the zone here. Killed the Night Blackhawk, trying to get out. I'm trying to get my CV over here. I was in full panic mode here at this point. Moving these in to try to like spot whatever this is. Got a bomber here coming in, going in for the Dragon 2s here. 2 of them. This is 160 points. That bomber just paid for itself on 1 strike. Another airborne dragon here fighting these guys in the building. They should do A-okay. CV going into the zone here. I'm moving up my infantry squad to try to help out. Get a nice LGB on that airborne there. Opening up the road, getting a CV there. We got a CV now at this point. He's plus 10 on me. There's only 2 minutes on the clock before I lose this game. This is not good. I'm trying to get a HO2 here. I'm trying to find wherever this goddamn unit is. Use its law ammo. It's a nice hit there. I'm trying to get the LGB. He's moving buildings though. And I lose line of sight for a second, derping out the shot. He gets a nice hit on me. And now my LGB's running away. We got 1 minute and 50 seconds here. I'm like, alright, we gotta move in these CVs, baby. We're like, gotta run the heck them in. This was not good. And I moved this CV back. Stupidly. This is also a +2, so I should just stay here where I can get a guarantee. Bring up 2 more HO2s to help out. I got an LGB. Get that CV, got that CV. Gotta get this one in. We should fully cap the northern point, which is also a +2. A minute and 35 seconds left. Get another CV in here. And these are the 3 CVs I have left on the battlefield. There are no more CVs I can call in at this point. I was pretty panicked. I'm like, I gotta get some stuff in here. He gets another shot on his law. He can go kill the CV, and I know he can kill the CV. I was really concerned about it. Like, I'm gonna put this guy in the corner as much as I can. Got these HO2s flying in as fast as possible. These guys are in a spot, and this LGB is just loitering around the rear to go in for a kill. I'm gonna go in for this dragon team in this building here now. LGB goes off, fires a shot. It's the kill. Now we're capping the point. There's 2 minutes on the clock left. Get a nice bombing run here. Kill that's 2 of those squads there. I got another LGB strike ready to go. Looking for a target here. I'm looking for something. And we're trying to get more and more forces up. He's buying an ATGM helo. I buy 3 cheap fighters in a second. To counter this, I get eyes on it pretty early on when he enters into the range of these AMXs. Plus I got a recon here in this building here. 3 fighters are going to fly out. I'm trying to get the CV now into this zone. Cheap fighters, these are the 104s. They're like, what are they? Like 125 points. 3 of them, though, will kill everything. Thing kill there. I go in for the F-16 here. He's far superior to me, though. I do make him route, though. LGB King comes in here, going in for a strike on the airborne dragon. Gets a clean kill out of their town. F-16's too fast, though, for me to really chase down effectively. And he gets away. See him buy some stingers here. And now we're even. Except I have been trading way more positively. Got a lot of infantry forces moving up now. He's going to move his CV out of the zone here. And we'll take a look at his perspective now, what he can and cannot see. Can't see anything, really. You see he's bought an F-16 as well, and now we just have the F-16 permanently in our in our corner. That's funny. Don't mind that. F4 comes in here. It's a nice bombing run again on another dragon. We're just knocking this out. He sees F-15 come out in response. That's permanently bugged on my screen. MX here, moving over here. You see him dragon trying to move up, but we're suppressing him. And we're going to move up everything we can. We're moving a Carl or Jaeger here squad in this building. Getting the aiming on him already. Pop him. And we're going to have some more and more Pumas coming up now with the air mobile. See the F-15 flying about though. There's 3 Rolands in the field now. Such a weird bug that we actually see his unit. I mean, we were supposed to see mine. And now we see mine. You've never seen these combined on the same screen. F-15 tries to fly around. We try to get some shots on. We do hit a round. He does hit my F4 though on the way in. Another A plane coming in. Shoot down the F-15. LGB comes in though. It's a nice strike on one of my squads. Stinger tries firing here, but they're going to take some suppression now. Unloading here now. We're +2 on our opponent. F-16 still flying in our rear here. Shoot down another F-16 LGB. The Rollins. Bring up some more ammo for them. We're about to take another point from our opponent here. Moving the AMX to a pincer now. And this airborne's not going to do too hot with it being suppressed by both a Jaeger and 2 AMXs. Now he's pretty suppressed at this point. He's bought 2 105 artillery pieces here. Pretty cheap, 65 points. They're actually pretty effective. Though he's firing at nothingness at the moment. I'm going to move up all my forces in a second. See him moving up his dragons, trying to get in here. We got a lot of forces coming in now. I'm keeping some AA into our rear lines. Make sure he can't fly any CVs from the rear. See a whole bunch of air mobile coming in here. On the Chinooks. Chinook, right? Did I say it? These dragon teams are getting suppressed by 4 AMXs. You can't really get in the building. I decide I'm going to push around the edge here. Got a net fighter coming around, looking for a target. I thought these were Cobras or some type of, attack helo, but nothing. F-16 comes in, misses its target, whatever it was aiming for. Now it's taking hits. Do lose my aircraft, but he loses his LGB, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Another fighter coming in. But now these AMX is going to unload on these air rifles that are cut out in the open. I got an LGB loitering around, going for a target, trying to find something to hit. So I'm going to kill these air rifles. LGBs are coming in now. Fires out. Kills out. Stuns the other guy. We've got another LGB coming in a minute. I'll fire another round to these air rifles. These guys just keep rearming. And let's see on the time reloading. So these guys take 2 minutes to reload. I think it's a minute a second. Or sorry, a second a supply. Got another LGB out here. Going in for the airborne dragon here. Bombs out. Another LGB is just floating around here. I'm trying to move up further. I'm crossing the line everywhere now. Making it so that the line is thinner and thinner for him. LGB comes over. Trying to chase down this F-16. LGB gets on the hit on the 105. I get eyes on this Apache coming in. I'm going to buy my more expensive fighter coming in a second, the Mirage. I just got this LGB looking for a target here. Still got one more round. Fighter should be coming out in a minute. Fighters are coming. 2 Mirage 2000s coming in right fast as possible. He's just got a tow team here now. This whole line's collapsing. We just keep pushing here now. Clean kill, and we actually suppress F-16. I go in for the A-10s here, trying to stop what that's going on there. LGB gets... I'm a little quick to get it unload, get it off. We got a CV here waiting, I got a CV here waiting, and I got a CV here waiting to go in. Moved up my rolling 3s, get 1 hit. Shoot down one of the A-10s. It's a nice strike on me. Tries to bomb my roll-in here. Kill a CV here. Shoot down his last aircraft. I pretty much wiped out every single unit on the battlefield here. He does get a snipe on my CV though. But not gonna really matter anyway. We got 2 CVs and I got map control. So that is GG to him. And you can see though, he traded like 2.3 to 1 and he was a minute away from winning. He went for that early cap. We see that our bombers though annihilated him. This 104 bomber here killing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dragon teams and a scout. AMX doing tons of damage. Another LGB here killing another million airborne squads and killing leaders. It's just another LGB here killing 105 TOW and airborne. Man, we did a lot of damage with our bombers here. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys around.